Statement of question number 61 is let X be a second countable space. X be a second countable space. It is based on just theorem. And F such that X tends to Y be continuous open surjective map. Then A option told Y is second countable. B option told Y is separable but not second countable. Option C told Y is first countable but not separable, and option D told Y is separable but not first countable. Same function is continuous. Here function is continuous. Then X, if X is second countable, then mapping of it maps second countable space to second countable space. That means image, if it is continuous, then Y is also a countable, and X is second countable, so Y is also a second countable. Option A is the true option. C, B and D option is a wrong option. Next question, question number 71. If a system of n particle with k known holonomic constants has or degree of freedom, and its degree of freedom is or, system has n particles, then relation between n, k and or told. Okay, A, r is equals to 3n minus k. Option B, r is equals to n minus k. Here the degree of freedom is greater than 3 into number of particles minus non-holonomic constants. So option C is a true option, D option, B option and A option is a wrong option. Next we move on the next question. Question number 72 and 73. So see the statement of question number 72. Statement of question number 72 is told the Lagrangian of a particle of mass m in spherical polar coordinates is given by L is equals to 1 by 2m O dot square plus O square theta dot square plus R square sin square theta into phi dot square minus mgl cos theta. The quantity that is conserved is in the whole system. The Lagrange equation this particle of mass m spherical polar coordinate is given this type, and find quantity that is conserved is curly L by curly O dot, curly L by curly theta dot, curly L by curly phi dot. Fourth option D is curly L by curly R. If we differentiate this with respect to phi dot, then this term only present, curly L by curly phi dot is equals to 2 cancel out, m sin square m r square sin square theta into phi dot, and this is conserved in the whole system. So option C is a true option, D, B and A option is a wrong option. Next question, question number 73. If the Hamiltonian of the dynamical system is given by H is equals to P into Q, then as t tends to infinity, q tends to infinity and p tends to 0. B option, q tends to 0, p tends to 0. C, q tends to infinity, p tends to infinity. D option, q tends to 0, p tends to infinity. We know that the Hamiltonian of the dynamical system is given by H is equals to PQ, and this question is taken from dynamics of rigid body. Okay, H is equals to P into Q, then as t tends to infinity, q tends to infinity and p tends to 0. So our option A is our true option. B told q tends to 0, p tends to infinity, it is wrong option. C is wrong option. D also a wrong option. Next we move on the question number 74. Statement of question number 74 is Euler equation of motion for a rigid body about a fixed point in the absence of any net torque and Ix is equals to Iyy implies that z component of the angular velocity, option A, satisfies simple harmonic motion, is a constant, is always 0. Option D told is a function of time. That means this is a function of ft. Okay, Euler equation of motion for a rigid body about a fixed point in the absence of any net. In the absence of any net torque and this imply that z component of the angular velocity, then the angular velocity is always 0. So option C is a true option, A, B and D option is a wrong option. Next question, question number 79. Let the first and second fundamental form of a surface patch are E into du square plus 2f du dv plus g into dv square and L du square plus 2m du dv and dv square respectively, then the Gaussian curvature of the patch is. Means determinant this divided by determinant this. This is du, this is dv, this is du dv. Means coefficient of du square, coefficient of du dv, coefficient of dv dv u, and this element is coefficient of dv square. So by this process, if we take determinant of this is L m m n. Okay, and find this determinant E f f and g dividing this. So option D is a true option. C in option C, this is multiple and the determinant is E f f g into L m m n, but it is not in the product form, it is a division form because it told Gaussian curvature of the patch, so it is division. C option is a wrong option. B, A also a wrong option. Okay. See the next question. Question number 82. It is a question of calculus of variation. The variational problem of extremizing the function Iyx is equals to integration 0 to 2z y dash square minus y square into dx, y at the point 0 is equals to 1, y at the point 2z is equals to 1 has a unique solution, exactly 2 solutions and infinitely many solutions. D option told no solution. Here comparison and find the value of f, y dash square minus y square. We use Lagrange Euler-Lagrange equation. curly f by curly y minus dy dx curly f by curly y dash is equals to 0. Solving this, curly f by curly y minus 2y minus dy dx 2y dash is equals to 0. This implies that y double dash plus y is equals to 0. This implies that it is a second order differential equation. So we make auxiliary equation m square plus 1 is equals to 0, m square is equals to minus 1 is equals to iota square. M square is equals to iota square, m is equals to plus minus iota. Its solution, y of x is equals to c1 cos mx, c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. Okay, given y at the point 0 is equals to 1. Here given y at the point 1 is equals, y at the point 0 is equals to 1. That means y is equals to 1 and x is equals to 0. 1 is equals to c1 cos 0 value 1, sin 0 value 0. This implies that c1 is equals to 1. So our solution can be converted into this form. Y at the point 2z is equals to 1 is equals to cos 2z plus c2 sin 2z. Sin even number is equals to 0, sin odd number is equals to, cos even number is equals to 1. If this condition is hold, here we not find the value of constant c. So yx is equals to cos x plus constant c into sin x. Here in the solution of this question present a constant term, so it has infinitely many solutions. So option C is a true option, A, B and D option is a wrong option. Next we move on the question 84. Question number 84, solve by options. First of all, see the statement. The curve which extremizes the function I(yx) is equals to integration 0 to pi by 4 y double dash square minus y square plus x square dx under the condition y at the point 0 is equals to 0, y derivative at the point 0 is equals to 1, y at the point pi by 4 is equals to y derivative at the point pi by 4 is equals to 1 by root 2 each. Yx this, yx tan x, yx cos x, yx sin x. Here given derivative value which satisfy these condition if options are given, because here options are given, so we choose those options satisfied these 4 condition. Those options satisfied these 4 condition, this is our required answer. Derivative, find this option sin x, derivative of this sec square x, derivative this minus sin x, and derivative of option D sin x cos x. Okay, y at the point 0 is equals to 0, y derivative at the point 0 is equals to 1 means y derivative is equals to 1 at the point x is equals to 0. Sin x is equals to 0, sin 0 is equals to 0, 1 is equals to 0, which is impossible. This is not satisfy second condition, so it is a wrong option. Option B check. If we check y at the point pi by 4, at the point pi by 4 tan pi by 4 is equals to 1, so is equals to 1, and it told this is equals to 1 by root 2 and 1 never be equals to 1 by root 2. Option B is also a wrong option. Cos x, y 0 is equals to cos 0 value 1. It not satisfy this condition. Y is equals to 0 and cos 0 is equals to 1. 0 never be equals to 1. It is impossible. Option C is also a wrong option. Option D satisfied. Y at the point 0 is equals to 0. Y at the point pi by 4 is equals to 1 by root 2, and y derivative at the point 0 is equals to 1. Y derivative at the point pi by 4 is equals to 1 by 2. So finally in the question number 84, option D is a true option. Yx is equals to sin x, extremizing this function. Okay. Now we move on next question, question number 86. See the statement of question number 86. 86 told, consider the following statement. Two statements are given here. Every initial value problem can be reduced to a Fredholm integral equation. And second statement told, every boundary value problem can be reduced to a Volterra integral equation. Then judge these statements whose are correct or not. Every initial value problem can be reduced to a Fredholm integral equation. Wrong. Every boundary value problem can be reduced to a Volterra integral equation. This statement also are wrong. Both statements are wrong statements. So option D is a true option. Both first and second are wrong statement. A option told only first is correct, only second is correct. So first, second wrong. And C told both first and second are correct. This is not correct. So D is a true option. C is also a wrong option. Next question, question number 87. Iterated kernel KMTS of the integral equation this. Here kernel is a separable kernel. Okay, we change this form in our comfortable form. See the comfortable form is C K X Ux is equals to 1 plus lambda integration 0 to t, 0 to x e raised to power x minus s us ds. Here this is our required kernel k x. If we change this in the form of t, s is replaced by t. Okay. K x t is equals to e raised to power x minus t. And let us suppose that this is our first iterated kernel. K1xt is equals to kxt. Okay. K2xt is equals to integration t to x. Integration t to x. K x s into K1 s t ds. We introduce another variable s and differentiate with introducing variable s. This is equals to put the value of this and this by this equation A. Okay. Integration t to x kxs. Here t is replaced by s, e raised to power x minus s into k1 st. Here x is replaced by s, e raised to power s minus t into ds is equals to integration t to x. If we add power s minus s and this is the positive s, so cancel out e raised to power x minus t into ds. Here this is a constant term, so outside the integration, e raised to power x minus t 1 into ds, so s x minus t. X minus t means here 2 suffix 2 present, power 2 minus 1 by this का factorial. Generalizing this result, km x t is equals to e raised to power x minus t raised to power m minus 1 upon m minus 1 factorial. Okay, here we find k2xt and generalizing this we find this form. So option first, here e raised to power x minus t not come in the multiplication, so option A is wrong option. Here x minus t raised to power m minus 1 is not present, so B option is also a wrong option. And if we replace x is equals to s and t is equals to s, according to this x is replaced by t and t is replaced by s. This form is required form. kmts is equals to e raised to power t minus s, this t minus s raised to power m minus 1, this divided by m minus 1 factorial. Yeah, option C is a true option and option D is a wrong option. This is the question of integral equation. Okay, now we move on the next question, question number 89. Statement of question number 89 is, which of the following is not correct? Told not correct statement. Okay, delta minus nebula is equals to delta nebula. Option B, 1 plus delta into 1 minus nebula is equals to 1. C option, mu square is equals to 1 plus del square by 4. And option D, del is equals to e raised to power 1 by 2 plus e raised to power minus 1 by 2. But we know that del is equals to, this is given positive term, and we know that del is equals to e raised to power 1 by 2 minus e raised to power minus 1 by 2. So option D is a wrong option, C is a true option, B is true option, and A is also a true option, and the wrong option is option D. So we pick option D. Okay, next question, question number 90. The first approximation of the root lying between 0 and 1 of the equation x cube plus 3x minus 1 is equals to 0 by Newton-Raphson method with initial approximation x not equals to 0 is 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 and 1 by 5. We take fx is equals to function x cube plus 3x minus 1. Okay, we find the derivative of this function. Derivative at the point x is equals to 3x square plus 3. Approximation at x not equals to 0. We find the Newton-Raphson method by initial approximation x not equals to 0. So we find the value of f and f dash at the point x naught, means f derivative at the point x naught is equals to f derivative value of the point x naught is 0 is equals to 3 into 0 plus 3 is equals to 3, and function value at the point x naught is equals to f of 0 is equals to minus 1. So first approximation of the Newton-Raphson method is equals to x naught minus f dash x naught upon f of x naught, where the value of x naught is 0 minus f derivative at the point x naught is equals to x naught minus f of x naught upon f derivative at the point x naught. First approximation of the Newton-Raphson method is x1 is equals to x naught minus fx naught upon f derivative at the point x naught, and the value of x naught is 0 minus the value of fx naught is equals to minus 1 divided by derivative at the point x naught value is 3. So solving this, we find Newton first approximation root is 1 by 3. So option B is a true option, A, C and D option is a wrong option. Okay. Next question, question number 95. Statement is consider the transportation problem. In this question, it is a transportation problem question. Minimization z is equals to summation I varying from 1 to n, summation j varying from 1 to n, Cij into Xij. Subject to summation j varying from 1 to n, Xij is equals to Ai, where I varying from 1 to m, summation I varying from 1 to n, m Xij is equals to Bj, where j varying from 1 to n and non-negative restriction Xij greater than equals to 0. The existence of a feasible solution of the transportation problem is possible. Statement first is given and the statement second is also given. Statement first told if summation I varying from 1 to m Ai is equals to summation j varying from 1 to n Bj. This is a true statement. If exists feasible solution, then summation I varying from 1 to n Ai is equals to summation j varying from 1 to n Bj. Okay, true statement. If and only if summation I varying from 1 to n m Ai is equals to summation j varying from 1 to n Bj, then yes, only this told and this told if and only if both are true. This is also a true statement. Which of the following is true? A told only first is true. Only word use. Here also only word use. So option A and B is the wrong option. Both are true statements. So both are true. We pick option D also a wrong option. Okay. Question number 95, option C is a true option. Now the remaining question you solve by itself. Okay, thank you friends for watching my video.